Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Hopefully you can actually hear me. I'm Gio from Smart Makers. For anyone that's new, that's joining me for the first time. Today I'm gonna actually be doing a little bit of Home Assistant maintenance. It's been a while, and basically look at Home Assistant, look at my configuration, look at cleaning stuff up, and hopefully making it a little bit more smoother, and also maybe answering any questions that you might have. This is going to be a bit of a casual one. Today's gonna be day one. I might do it just tomorrow, and day after, and I'm gonna do maybe a couple of days. Anyway, I need to do this maintenance, so I'll just try and do it live with you guys too. Wait, okay, so we've got a few people that are joining us today. I've got the live chat on my phone, but also gonna have it on this side over here. So just in case. Okay, Tony, you're saying the sound is good. Thanks, Tony. We've got Miguel, Tony, and Taicho, which, okay, yeah, you're saying the social media icons are not in sync. Huh, I don't know. Maybe. So this is sort of a new tool that I'm actually using. I've got some water over here, and so we're ready to go. It's raining today in Portugal. Oh, man. No, today in the UK we've got, as you can see, sun, but it's still very cold. I think it's around, I would say like 8 degrees. So how are you guys? Let me know how things are going. So hopefully you enjoyed the stream from the other night. Got a couple of guys on board, other content creators, so yeah, that was awesome. So go and rewatch that after this if you haven't. And today at around 5 p.m. there's going to be a new full video dropping on the channel, right? So we got to get our Monday upload. So let me switch. Okay, so let's see what's the best position to put myself. Maybe I'll move myself over this side. This thing. Let's see. Set up this scene properly. Oh man, that's annoying. How do you move this around? Overlay. Alright, got rid of it. Here you go. Path is 27 degrees. Hey Fred, nice to see you. Hi, Mihai from Romania. Nice. Yeah, and Chris is connected from Brisbane, Australia. So I guess because of this morning in the UK, we can have a little bit different in terms of we'll have more people, because obviously you guys can't join the evenings as it's sort of quite late. So this is going to be my GitHub repository. Now, this is actually a private repository. Only members of the Smart Makers of school got access to this. And the main reason why it's private at the moment is because there's stuff that I need to clean in, and I wasn't confident of it having it public. But it might get to a point where we actually get there. But today, basically, we're going to be branching out over here. So maybe I'll create a branch, Home Assistant, clean up. And in this branch, we're going to basically be putting in a lot of changes that I'll be doing in the configuration. Mainly stuff that I'm going to be backing up. So I'm going to be moving stuff across that I don't actually need. And actually, let me show you. So there's few dashboards I actually created as part of some experimentation. So you can see this little card that's got icons swiveling around. We have this fridge, temperature, which is clean or working. Energy consumption, we have some little graphs over here. Oh, cool. Oh, Live Art Rainbows is here. Hi from, he's joining from Canada. Nice to see you. It's nice to see the good weather, blue skies in the Netherlands, Tycho. And hi, Janice. Hello, welcome to the stream. So yeah, so basically these are some of the cards I've been playing with. Now I'm quite convinced that I'm getting quite slow, a bit of a lag, because I have all of these dashboards and all these tabs when I actually load them up on my phone. So what I'm thinking of doing is to separate my Home Assistant with the stuff that I actually use, the real dashboard that I use, and move all these experimentations somewhere else. So you can see that I've got different tabs. Now this one over here is a bit of an example of a grid card. Even if you see the port light 5-6 times, here there's a yeah, this is just like a Tado thermostat, which is just there. And I've actually got this news feed over here, which I was trying to sort out and see if that's working. And you can see more random stuff like text. These are conditional cards. If I like, there's just some things I've been playing with. Also, surveillance has been another one I've been looking into. These are custom cards in the hacks. So surveillance is something else I was considering using. And then there's other random stuff like this is another design that I was trying to go with. Here, this was something that I used for the actual gender reveal party that we did way back a few months ago. So I could just delete all of this stuff, but what I'm planning to do now is then basically to go to back up everything. So I'm going to start with this dashboard over here, unless anyone has any questions. So the idea is like if you go to edit dashboard and you go on the three dots and you can see what is it, raw configurator editor, right? So at this point we should be able to see pretty much everything now. So this is going to be the YAML configurations. If you check out views, we got title, living room, there's a lamp here, then there's the badge, which is myself. Then you can see the entity, input boolean, gender reveal. So you can basically code the whole dashboard up yourself, but you can see this sort of reflecting the same thing. So as you update this, then it will just automatically update. So this entity, for example, the kitchen piano, was an LED strip. That was where the piano is, but clearly I moved it, so I renamed it, and it just stays here like a dead entry. So you would need to go in here and basically figure out what is the name, what's the new name of the light strip, and then add it in. So sometimes you might get these dead entities, which is a bit of a problem. So cool. So let's just do this now. Now it's jumping into GitHub. Now, as I really don't want this in the configuration, I just want it, but I want it in my repo just for reference. So what I'm going to be doing is adding file, create a new file, and I'm doing this all in the UI because it's just slightly easier. But with GitHub, you can obviously use this in your local and sync up with Visual Studio. But I'm not setting up here. So we're gonna call these dashboards, and here I'm gonna have the name of the dashboard. So it was called home. I don't know why it was called home. And then I'm gonna have whatever dashboard.yaml. So the idea is that in the future, what I will do is I can go over here, three dots, configurator, get this whole thing, copy it, paste it in here, so I actually have it as a reference. And you can do preview, but that's pretty much it doesn't change for these type of files. And you can say I can have change the description. Now if you're working on a collaborative project, you would normally want to put a nice commit name and maybe a description, but I don't really care because this is just for myself. So I'm just going to commit the file, and now I've got it over here. Now this is actually in source control. So if I go and I change this later down the line, I can actually go and see the history of how the code evolved. So that's another reason why if you want to use GitHub, it's free, right? It's free to use. So yeah, it's quite awesome. Let's check the comments. Oh, May Minecraft, thank you for joining the live. He's saying congratulations on the new baby. I'm super keen to see what you do for the baby and Home Assistant. Did you find a baby monitor that works with Home Assistant? It's a good question. So there is a traditional baby monitor that we got gifted, which has no smart functionality. It's just a box standard one, which you actually have to get out of the box. We haven't got it out yet. And I'm going to be comparing that versus smart cameras and other stuff that I'm using at the moment. My favorite is the Akara one. I don't know if you can see that. There's one version of that. I've got another one in the actual nursery, and that's got the best integration with HomeKit because we use Apple devices, and it really works really well with my wife and works really well on the Apple TV. Hasn't got that Home Assistant integration yet, or I haven't figured out how to get it to work with a Home Assistant. So that's the lacking part. But it's got two-way audio, so you can speak through it. That's also good. But I'm open to suggestions if you know anything. Just let me know. Yeah. All right. Okay, so let's carry on. So what we're doing here? So we've committed this. So now that we're sort of happy with this, right, we could just delete this whole thing. Now to delete the whole dashboard, actually, as far as I understand, can we do this? So if I go edit, I can rename the dashboard, but I cannot delete it. This X is just going to go out of edit mode. I think to delete it, we need to go down to configuration. And let's see. So this changed slightly in the last few releases. So I might be a bit rusty with where things are. Here we go. So we've got home. So over here, basically you manage your dashboard, so you can create a number of dashboards. Now, for some reason, there's a bug in the version I'm using, and it is constantly defaulting to overview, which is not what I want. I really want it to default on tablet. For some reason, it once in a while it decides it wants to default to overview, and you know, even if I just go set as device, and now it should work hopefully. Okay, right. So I've got it now. So now this works, but I will guarantee you that for some reason, in a few days, it will just switch back to overview, which is annoying. And also overview, because overview is the default dashboard, you can't delete it, which is annoying too, because I've created custom dashboards. So I always have this dashboard in a way which I don't really want. So when you click on the Lovelace dashboard here, you can change things. Now I would like to see this really closer to where the dashboard is. I think it will be more intuitive. You don't have to go through this config menu. You can change the icon. You can decide if you want to show in the sidebar or not. If you want to, you could hide it. But because I'm taking the backup, I'm just going to delete it. I can also have it admin only. So if you have multiple users that are not admin, they can't see this, which is actually good functionality. It's great. And then that, yeah, you can set as default on device, and then you would update. So I'm just going to delete, and it will say permanently delete. I'm going to say delete. Okay, done. So obviously, before you do that, it's sure that you're actually deleting the right one, because once you're done, you're done. You know, obviously, you know, what I would do is you're trying to maybe create a backup if you're unsure. Okay, create a backup of Home Assistant before you do this, and download the backup locally, just in case you delete the wrong dashboard. So we've got a few comments coming in. Just May is fine. Okay, this is your old YouTube account. All right, cool. Okay, nice. Thanks, May. Rick Farris says, 3 in the morning, really? Yes. I'm sorry, it's 3 in the morning for you. I guess you would be in the US, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, but here it's 10 a.m. So maybe I'll do one at 3 in the morning in the future. I don't know. I can't guarantee. All right, so let's keep rocking and rolling. So another one I have is YouTube, which I think this is another completely useless one. Yeah, so it's actually completely empty. So I'm just gonna go and delete it. So it's going back to dashboards, YouTube. So this is one that I use obviously to make YouTube videos, but then I don't use it all the time. So I don't know. I just get rid of it. Yeah. Nice. So what's sample dashboard? Sample dashboard. I don't know. Okay. Sample dashboard is again another, I don't know, experiment. So in this example, I don't really care about this. This is very basic, so I'll just delete this sample dashboard. Just so slowly we are getting somewhere. So sample dashboard, delete. Yes. So we're getting to more of a core core set of dashboards. So this I'm going to keep, even if it's gibberish. I will move it out because here there's some interesting graphs that I actually wanna try and put in the main dashboard. And I'm going to show you how we can copy and paste between cards. And I also want to use this functionality where we have a swiveling feature. So let me show you the actual tablet. So downstairs there's a tablet for a wall-mounted tablet, which I don't think which I've got the cover for. I made several videos about it, like fully kiosk, and how to install it and what I'm doing with it. So you hopefully are familiar with it. But I don't think this design is super efficient, because after you use it for a few months, you find out the things that you can improve. Also, I have a problem I've spotted is that as soon as you start adding more and more gadgets around the house, you just sort of find that things don't quite fit quite well anymore, or the grids don't make any sense. So we need to sort of find a better way of managing this. Now, the way this works is structured, but you can see there's a home, first floor, second floor, a security tab, thermostat. So that's how it works. So I primarily really only use the front page. Randomly, sometimes use the other pages. I think eventually we'll have all pages working really well, but I'm just going to focus on the first page and get this done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to edit it. I'm going to show you how this is done. So this is actually done with 3 blocks. There are 3 grids, 1, 2, and 3. So if I edit this grid over here, so what I'm going to do now is this is a bit static, so I don't need to see the weather the whole time. If I go to edit, you can see that the first card is just the weather card, which is showing, you can switch this like to make it shorter. So show only current weather, show the forecast, show only the forecast, right? So you can sort of, if you want to switch it over, and then when someone presses on it, it will be different. But what I'll try to do is I'm going to try and incorporate a piece of code that I did earlier. So going to the course dashboard, and I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to see this guy over here. Now this guy over here is using the custom button card, and you can see sort of how this is doing its sort of animation. Which I just wanted to show you guys. This is something quite specific, so you're going to need to look at the custom button card, and you're going to need to look at how this sort of works. But the idea is that you have from 0 to 100%, and we've got like different things going on. So every increment, the image changes, or you could have any image, and these are images that are on my www folder. So then what you could do is you could say, hey, you could have family photos. I guess I don't know, right? I mean, what would you use this in a dashboard for? But I really would like some sort of swipe or some sort of functionality like that. So I think if we go to hacks, we can find out, right? So you can see that hacks has many things that I need to update. I haven't been in hacks for a while, so I'm just going to ignore all of that for now, because I just want to focus on the front end. So I think there was a swiping repository. Let's see if we can find it. So we've got new repositories here. Let's just ignore that. Oh, okay, cool. All right, so that's good, quite, mate. You're changing the way you're using, makes it easier than the default. That's good. Cool. So let's have a look if we can find what I'm looking for. I'm trying to look for a Home Assistant swipe. Maybe what I'll just do is let's find it like this. Okay, swipe a card. Okay, so there's a card. So this guy has created a card with swiper, and you can see it over here, swipe dash card, swipe dash card. So this looks something quite interesting. So I think this can save some space for sure. All right, so these are all the custom configuration. Nice. So when you find this sort of thing in a forum, right, I would always try to not copy the code straight away, because it's from October 18 and 4 years have gone by. And what you want to do is you want to go back to the original one. So you can see that this repository has been archived by the owner, is read only. So that's not giving me really good signals about this being actually up to date or not for us to use. Okay, so swiper is like a Node.js. What is swiper? Free mobile touch slider. Right. So it looks like some sort of library, which this is based on. Let's keep digging. Let's see if there's something a bit more recent. I think this is the problem, right? You see 2018, 2020. Not easy to find recent content. I see at least in Home Assistant. Let's find out. Custom swipe card. So it's like this chap is using the same thing again. I wonder if anyone has actually used it. Click explore in the bottom right. Oh, Nicholas, hi for joining. He's saying, just wanted to say that I love your video. Thank you for watching the videos. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Cool. So click explore in the bottom right. Where is that? Where did I miss that? Was that in here? Or was it in... Okay, I think you're saying when I was searching. There you go. Yes, you're right. I need to explore. So let's do swipe. Aha. So we got Lovelace swipe navigation, swipe through Lovelace views on mobile, swipe card. The card that allows you to swipe through multiple cards. Okay, this is what we want. And it does look very similar to the one. I think it's the same guy. Brank. Good guy. Or gal, I'm not sure. To be fair. A Lovelace card that uses swipe to create a touch slider that lets you flick through multiple cards. You can also can be found here. You have two options, right? Okay, right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the repository. So we have the GitHub repository, right? So we can see that this is the right repo. So if you have a look at the one before, right? This was linked in a forum, and you can see this was archived. So my instincts were correct that if you ever need a follow through to the Git repository, never try and get code from a 4-year-old blog, because that's gonna cause issues. So we have a very nice, well maintained. We've got some documentation over here which is gonna help us. Trying to see if there are any examples. I think this is just a GIF. Okay, so these are like previews, but there's no like code examples. Fine. Okay, we'll figure it out. So I'm just gonna download this repo. I'm gonna pick the version, the last stable version. So you need to reload your browser, right? Reload. All right, sorted. Yeah, it's still working. I'm currently using it. Yes. No, probably they've just changed the repo in the backend. All right. Wait. So now that we've sort of downloaded it, technically we should be able to add it in. I think. Let's see. Yes, we've got it over here. Cool. We can actually do quite a lot of stuff. I didn't notice. Could also request. Interesting. So let's go to jumping around now. So we can try to see if we can add it in. Maybe I'll add it in here first, and then once I've got it working, I'll move it across. Okay, so if we search for custom swipe card, we've got it over here. We have no visual editor. It's all code based. So at this point, you you're gonna need to figure this out yourself. So what you can do, so this is where the examples, like I mentioned, would have been great. But yeah, so if we had an example with this, maybe now we can have a look. I mean, you could just try and copy and paste from the forum. So let's go to his original post. Let's try and copy and paste and see if we can adapt from there. Because I think it's easier to try and work from some basis rather than trying to figure it out from scratch. So you can do that. All right. Okay. So I'm just gonna get this. Now, no guarantee this is going to work, right? So that's not too. Okay. So let's get this out of the way. First thing we need to do is always this sort of formatting issue. So there's always a problem when you copy and paste. You can see what I've done over there. I've got it depends on how you're doing it. The way I'm doing it, I need to do this sort of shuffle around. Now you can see that there is obviously a thing with the sensors, right? So there are sensors here that, you know, we're not using, right? So I actually need to figure out which sensors we need to put here, and then we're good. So let me just save this for now. Okay. Now we've got a couple of sensors here, pretty sure. So I can just copy these. Let's do this. And paste it down here. And I'm gonna just gonna show you an example. So it doesn't matter if you're getting the right one or not. Yeah, the important thing that you're happy with how it looks. Now I can change the names. I don't know what language this is in. Does anyone know what language this is in? Is this Dutch? I don't know. Okay. So we clean up at the end. It looks like we have a version of something that's workable. Nice. So if I save it, we now have this little feature over here. Right, so we've got a sliding thing. So I've got my tablet over here. Let's see. Hey, hey Aaron, nice to see you. Yes, you've woken up a bit early. I don't know what time it is for you. I'm doing a bit of a morning stream, but it's not going to last that long. Just doing a bit of a Home Assistant cleanup. It's well overdue. Who else has joined in the meantime? We have Ajim from from Malaysia. Paul's reporting great weather from Wales, which is awesome to see. Yes, Niels is confirming it's Dutch. Right, nice. A lot of the configurations are Dutch in Home Assistant. So let's get this one. Let's see if we can see it over here. So reloading. Okay, cool. So from a dashboard point of view, I don't know if you can see this. On the tablet itself, it looks pretty much the same, but you can see it is switching over, and it's quite responsive. I like it. So it's going to help a lot with saving space on the dashboard. So these are with sensors. Now, the parameters that we can put a card with, start card, any number. So the card being displayed at the beginning. Okay, so we can define which card is the first card. We can set some parameters, and we can set any parameter from here. Reset after. We'll reset the swiper, you can see this here, the swiper to the start card if defined, or the first card after the reset after seconds. Okay. So what I would do is, I would just, oh, okay. This is where this is starting to get fun, because you open this up and we got 404. Nice. So I don't really know what parameters we can put in. Okay. All right. We're stuck now. Let me think. maybe this link works. No, the links are broken on this repo. So I mean, we could just make it up ourselves. Why not? Why don't we try and make it up ourselves? So type is sensor. Is this the card type that we're looking at? So if I add a card, say sensor. Yeah. So because I think this is the card type, I think we could probably create another one with light. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. Let's experiment. So the, oh, you can't really see this too well. But basically, under my face over there, you can duplicate the card, and you can create a copy of the card and continue doing that. So I'm just gonna change this to light. Nice. So this is guiding us quite well, right? So if you know a bit of home system theory, you'll know what the domain is. But basically, it's telling us that we need to specify an entity in the light domain because I switched type to light, right? So if I go light and I go put a Mac lamp. So I haven't upgraded Home Assistant yet to the latest version. That's why I haven't got the autocomplete. Oh yeah, nice. So you can actually mix and match. So you can use, oh, this is cool. This is really cool. I'm not sure why there's a line here. I don't know if this is doing anything. Is it doing anything? So I'm not sure why this is not filling up the whole square. Why it's just, yeah. So if I save it, let's move it upwards. Move it upwards again. Yeah, you can see it. So you can see this, right? And then, oops. Yeah, so it would be cool, like if you could add like two cards here, not just, yeah, you get what I'm saying, right? I don't know if anyone agrees with what I'm saying. One more good morning from Portugal. Wow, okay, well, nice. It's really cool. We've got a lot of Portuguese subscribers. Nice to see. So Nicholas is saying, if you end up using Swiper to switch between views, I recommend using the swipe card with vertical swipes. Okay, all right. So I think that's going to be more like a second phase once I want to actually go across views. I think at the moment, I'm quite happy to go, yeah, trying to get the card to work. So it seems like you want cards of the same, of the same size for this to work. Now, I'm going to try and push this boat a bit more. So I want to see if I can get a grid card inside it. So just gonna go and do this. Get the code of a grid. I don't know if this is gonna work. Could try. So I'm gonna try and do, yeah. Get this. And go back to the custom card. Duplicate card again. These parameters that I've not seen, I don't know where they're coming from. Okay, cool. So let's try and get this at that end. Okay, so I need to do two empty spaces. Okay, so I'm indenting this in. This is taking a while to spin. It does look like it's still out of, it's not in line. Yes, right, so I've got it in line now. Okay, right. I couldn't get that. So we saved it and it's ended up, where has it gone? Yeah, so this so this is the big ridiculous card now. So you can see this. Where's it gone? Oh yeah. You can see at the bottom, right? Here's the card. So if I go like this, I can swipe it. Yeah, I can swipe the bedroom, and then I can swipe and I can see 3 grids. So you can put a grid. You can put a grid card in here which I think is awesome. So you could basically, yeah, have various grids and just swipe grids across. Wow, that would be cool. So if I put like 2 columns, I mean, it's a bit more sensible. Yeah. Nice. So actually, this is not too bad. So if I can probably have a grid of the bedroom center and having 2, one here, and then that could be like similar. So you could have a design like this, right? Where you like, you just go across, yeah, like this, boom, boom. Oh no, hold on, not this one. Yeah, you can see that, right? So, a lot of food for thought, a lot of interesting things to check out, really. So I'm enjoying this swiping thing. I think desktop is a bit clunky, but I've got my, let's refresh on the iPad. And the iPad, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's working really well. So yeah, and so that way you could swipe across and you can get into many more things. So you can fit a lot more stuff on one page. I mean, I think the goal is to fit 80% of what you control on one page and use things like either conditional cards or swiping. Like this is the worst one. This thermostat thing, which I rarely touch, basically is in the way. It occupies like so much space if you see how big this is. Yeah, and then I want to try the surveillance camera instead of having the 3 separate camera cards, or 3 or 4, how many they're going to be, and have that working instead. Okay, so Nicola is saying you can fix the height by using height value and auto height equals true. Okay, so right, let's sort this out. Let's see if we can get this. All right. So is the second one, right? So we're saying it's height. What is he saying? Height. Hold on. Yeah. Height value, right? We're gonna could be, I don't know, 20. I don't know what value. 200. I don't know if that's making any difference. Auto height equals true. Let's see. So how do you know all of the parameters? Is there a link you can share? Let's find out. Yeah, I'm not sure. Example, height 255. Okay, yeah. So is this right? Then if I add 255 like this, I can't see any difference, to be fair. Is it because of the line width and the line color? I don't know why we have anyway. Nothing, right? So yeah, basically that's why I just play around, change the settings, take them away, put them in, see if it makes any difference. It will need to be set in the parameters just under snap-on release. Ah, right, snap-on release. So I'll be here then. Oops, I lost it. Oh man, I don't know why I lost it. All right, I'll retype it out. Auto height true. And then height 255. Ah, I'm misspelling this. Yeah. Here you just have to be careful with the indentation. Again, it's all sorted. Is this space between 8? Is this what it is? Space between 2? I know what space between 8 is. So I think I need to find some documentation around this. I shared the link above. Hold on. Or maybe there's something YouTube blocked the link. But yeah, just if you can comment on the video afterwards, yeah, or reach out to me on in any way, email, social media, I don't know, and say send them the link. Sometimes YouTube is a bit thing. Put a link on the comment, it just removes it, and I can't see it, and I can't approve it. I don't know how to do it. Yeah, right, cool. So last thing I want to do for today. So I've played around with this swipe card, and I'm quite happy with it. So I just need to think of how I wanna design it. I just don't want to do that live because it's like gonna bore you. But once I've actually figured it out, yeah, I'll share it with you for sure. So if we go down to the configuration, what I wanted to do is I wanted to have a look at something. Yeah, I actually wanted to have a look at the backups. Just wanted to mention that backup thing I mentioned to you earlier. So see, I've got myself. Yeah, okay. So there's a button called Create Backup. So that's something quite useful. And what I would do is I'd recommend doing that. Basically, you press the button, Create Backup. I mean, I love using the notation year, month, day. So the reason of that is that if you have it in your, a file explorer, it's just ordered by date, and unless you take multiple backups daily, you know which one's the most recent one. So today is 2022. Days of today, 21. Okay, 03/21. Because I'm in the UK, I do year, month, day, but you could do year, day, month. I don't know, whatever format you use. And then you can pick full backup, partial backup, and sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't work. I don't know why. Sometimes it seems to it seems to fail, at least for me. Sometimes maybe my configuration there's a problem. So I just wanted to show you this backup thing, and once you've got the backup done, you'll be able to like download it. So let me just stop a second and take any questions that you might have. Has anyone got any questions? But first of all, really appreciate you guys jumping on the live. I can see there's quite a few of you. Yeah, so just feel free to chat, just say hi or whatever you want to say in the comments. Really appreciate you guys following, and just let me know feedback. Like or dislike if you're not liking it. Let me know if this is useful to you. Is it useful to have a look at something like this and just go through the configuration of what we're doing? Because I figure out that sometimes like all these videos are quite polished. You know that they're polished, they're edited, and all content creators do the same. And we always show something that's very much, we don't show the behind the scenes, right? How long it took us to get to having a working automation or figuring something out. So I think seeing the behind the scenes sometimes is quite useful. Don't advertise the water. Let me move it. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, so Miguel's saying, I have my cameras in swipe card, but with cube effect, rotate between them. Oh, right. Very nice effect. Okay, could you share the code for this cube effect? So is it like, I've got something, yeah, hold on. So it's basically like this, right? It flips around. Is that what happens? You swipe and there's a flip around motion. Yeah, I was just thinking like, are all these like little animations? Is it going to add some lag to the user interface, right? So I think it depends on what tablet you have. The more of these features we add, I guess the more lag we might add. Cool. So Jason is saying great format. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate you watching. And yeah, Nicholas, yeah, thanks for your support. So the backup finished in the meantime. I'm just looking at the screen actually. I got no clue what the screen, if this makes any sense. I don't know why sub count is 44. I said 44 new subscribers. I don't know. But yeah, hey, yeah, here we go. Back on this interesting stuff. So you can see the backup over here 2 minutes ago, and full backup, and you've got the size of the backup. So if you click on the backup, you'll have a few options. You can restore if you wanted to, and then you can do 3 dots. You can't quite see it, but there's like delete, which is the red one, which you don't want to do, and download. Well, hold on. So let me download it first. So while that's downloading, so once you've actually downloaded, I recommend you ensure that your backup is actually backed up, right? So depending on what you do normally, like at least have a copy of your backup, maybe on your Google Drive or on your NAS if you have a NAS. So try to have at least a couple of copies of the backup, because you don't want to do is you just lose the backup, right? But once you've actually have done the backup, I'd actually recommend you going back to all the backups and then just deleting them, right? So I've got this old backup here from the 31st of August. I'm pretty sure I'm never going to use it. So I'm just going to go here and delete backup and just delete, and you can see it's sort of gone. So yeah, try to keep your system clean. I know it's a bit of a pain, but that's what happens. Miguel, you're saying that the code is it's difficult to set out. That's all right. All right, look, any way you can set up or share your configuration, I think that would be very valuable, because swipe cards seem to be awesome. Awesome, really. And thanks, Raj. He's saying the channel is awesome. Thank you for tuning in. What would be the best way to monitor not so smart UPS? So what do you mean by not so smart UPS and which has 24-volt battery? So I guess for that, Raj, my question would be, what are you trying to achieve? What's your goal? Always think about that, right? What are you trying to do? Are you going to monitor so you take an action, or you want something else to take an action for you? Okay, so these are the things that we need to think of. Like, it's cool to monitor, CPU or memory or whatever stuff. We love monitoring our servers, right? But unless you have like a screen that you have somewhere, you're just staring at it all the time and looking at it, or you want to actually take some action. So one example I can give you was, for example, like when things are overheating, right? So when you know the temperature or something's overheating wherever you have your equipment, your UPS, for example, normally batteries don't perform well when they're under extreme either heat or cold. Normally in a domestic house, it's heat, which is the problem, and they don't perform that well, batteries. So think of things like ventilation, either notifications, so you take action, or things like closing blinds if it's in a normal room and there's sunlight that's hitting directly, or just having a spark plug with some cooling or something kicking off, right? So that's what I would do. Shelly's uni. Oh, nice. Yeah, cool. Thanks for Dave for the suggestion. Yeah. Oh, awesome. How's the solar panel? You said solar panel. I can't really see. Yeah, you said solar panel. How's your solar panel setup going? So I'm thinking about that. It's going to be quite connected with the video that's going to drop this afternoon about solar. No, not really about solar. Sorry, about energy bills. That's what the video is going to be about. Can smart home devices save money on energy bills? It's going to be the big one of the questions that I was trying to get an answer to. I couldn't easily find it. So hopefully it's going to be an informative video later on this afternoon. But yeah, like I'll be interested to see all the analysis I've seen on internet and other YouTubers, just people just saying that there's no return on the investment yet, but it's great to be environmentally friendly, I guess. Also, well, I would love to have it. One day I'll get it. Fred is saying if you use a Google Drive backup add-on, it will delete the old backups for you. Oh, awesome. Right, so that's a really good add-on to have. So yeah, you gotta get that done. Put that in the to-do list. Oops, I think I switched to the wrong one. We're not starting the stream again. Right, basically that is it. for me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, drop a like. If you haven't, drop a dislike. Let me know. But more usefully, really, just comment and let me know of other formats you want to see, or what you want to see on the channel. Yeah, just subscribe if you want to see today's video, which is going to drop at 5 p.m. UK time. So that's in about 5, 6, 7 hours, something like that. See ya.